This week, Juice WRLD's team teased brand new music dropping in 2025, and this is coming after we got Juice's final album, The Party Never Ends, back in November. Now, does this mean that we're getting the deluxe to the album? No, dude. But we still have a lot of things to look forward to and updates to discuss. So before we jump into that, like, comment, and subscribe to both of my channels. Join my Discord, follow me over on Twitch. I'll probably be live tonight after this video goes live. But now that it's been a few months since we've gotten The Party Never Ends, I genuinely haven't made too many Juice videos. There's not been too many things to talk about. So I want to know, how has this album aged for you? Sure, there is a couple songs I spoiled for myself that were like already leaked, but in my opinion, you know, Party by Myself, KTM Drip, Empty Out Your Pockets, Cuffed, like I really do appreciate those tracks that Juice made. If you didn't see, I did end up buying it on CD just so I could have kind of all of Juice's albums on physical copies, and I just think the cover and everything looks a lot cooler when you have the physical copy and CD and the picture of Murakami, you know what I mean? I remember when Juice's manager Pete asked us what 10 songs we want on the deluxe, and the fans came together and voted for all of these tracks to finally be released. It was a great idea and the community really came together, and you know what, I wasn't even that mad at like the TikTok community or whoever out there decided to vote for Starstruck to be released. Either way, I was gonna take it because this was actually a great idea, and I thought that Juice's label was gonna drop a deluxe, and I remember them saying it was gonna drop in January. It's just sad at this point, you know what I mean? It really kills the hype for new Juice music. You know, it always did the last couple of years when they lie to us. DJ Scheme was on stream earlier this week, and he did mention The Party Never Ends deluxe and had some things to say about it, as well as mentioning like a greatest leaks compilation, which I have talked about a long time ago, but here's the clip of that.
The deluxe, I feel like it was supposed to happen right away. I know things got delayed, but I think that they should move on from worrying about a deluxe. And then, like I said, Biggie told me about like the greatest hits and all that stuff coming out, and I think that they'll appreciate that more. Like once they have all those records that they have to listen to on YouTube, like Rental and all that shit that they had to listen to on YouTube come out like on DSPs, a lot of people will be happy. But you know, just give it time.
I personally really like this idea of trying to get as many like old Juice WRLD songs or leaks on all platforms as a compilation, not an album, and not promoted like an album at all. It is kind of crazy that it feels like we're like out of Juice WRLD leaks after Googly, one of the most notorious Juice WRLD leakers, went live on Instagram for the last time a few weeks ago for like 10,000 people just playing some of the last songs he had in his vault. But it was really cool to see the community like come together and like show up for that event, and like people made posters for it and everything, and like 10k people in a live stream for a Juice leaker is way better and crazier than most rappers could probably pull on their IG live right now. But out of nowhere, we did finally have some new music to talk about. From Pete dropped this message in the Instagram broadcast channel saying that they need one more song for the Legends Never Die anniversary, and it seems like the label has already picked out another song that they plan on dropping. An LND anniversary before The Party Never Ends deluxe is crazy. Also, I think they really missed an opportunity with not dropping a 5-year anniversary or adding a deluxe to Death Race for Love, Juice's actual best album. And something to think about is this won't be coming out in the next few weeks, because Legends Never Die, the anniversary for 5 years would be in July. The album originally dropped on July 10th in 2020, so the only weeks around there, if we look at a calendar, that are Fridays would have to be the 4th or 11th this year in July, which is still multiple months away. But after multiple hours of fans discussing what they think should be released, I was pretty open to anything, you know, definitely Rental if they got that cleared, but it seems like the fans chose All Lifelong, which is a song that should have been the outro to The Party Never Ends and was the credit to Juice's documentary, and yeah, they still haven't put it out. That's how ridiculous they are. We had a DJ Scheme tweet saying that he's hearing that this song should be like a solo Juice track and that there will be no Kid Cudi feature on it like there used to be. And in Instagram DMs with Lil Bibby, we had Juice WRLD Stats, I think's DMs of him asking to drop 1,000 times. Bibby had responded and saying that they can't get that cleared, which is unfortunate because that's one of my favorite like Juice leaks, and that's a song that two of my goats are on, Miley Cyrus and Juice, and it's kind of unfortunate that it will never come out because I know a lot of people really want that one. But Miley Cyrus is like in the middle of her own album rollout, dropping her own music for her upcoming album at the end of May, Something Beautiful. But they also asked Bibby in DMs about All Lifelong, and Bibby basically said that they can clear the version without the feature future, which I think is perfectly fine. I'd take the song, you know, either way. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about All Lifelong possibly dropping here in a few months and us getting a LND anniversary? I think is a cool idea because that's one of the most successful Juice albums, and I'm excited for a couple more tracks. And if we do end up getting like a compilation of leaks, I think that's a great idea. Or even if they just dropped, you know, a single every once in a while or for a holiday, you know, it'd be nice, even if it is a leak song. But yeah, that's kind of everything that's gone on, you know, recently, like in the last week. If I have more Juice videos in the future, I'll definitely pump them out for you guys. More content on the way. Thank you guys for watching all the way to the end of the video. More conversations on Twitter and Instagram. Join my Discord. Follow me over on Twitch. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.